Well, one of the biggest dangers for seniors is unnecessary falls, and you can improve your safety just by making yourself more aware of some common environmental dangers.
So joining us now, we have Jodi Thomas with Quail Assisted Living Center. Jodi, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
I don't know if people realize how big of a deal falls are. I was looking at the CDC website,
Oh my gosh.
and it says that falls are the leading cause of both fatal and non-fatal injuries among older adults.
Yes, ma'am.
This is huge.
Yes, ma'am.
Gravity is not our friend.
No, it's not as we get older. I mean, there's all kinds of factors going into that. Our bones are weaker, all kinds of things are happening. And I mean, a lot of times you can see someone that if they fall and fracture a hip, that can, not always, but I mean, that can really send somebody on a downturn.
Some of the
Crazy.
statistics I've seen are a lot of times people will die after 6 months after they've broken a hip.
That's one of the #1 reasons for people coming into, assisted living and skilled centers is because they've fallen and repeatedly, So if there's ways there that we can help prevent those at least for a little while. And so that's what I want to talk about today is just.
So tell us some of those ways that we can, let's start with our own home.
Yes.
Let's talk about things that we can do in our home. I'm guessing keeping toys out of the way, putting handrails in certain places, and I'm sure the bathtub is probably the first place you start.
Several things. First things is one, I preface this when I talk about stairs to avoid stairs if you can at all. When you're a senior citizen, avoid those if you can. But if you can't, make sure you have installed secure handrails. Make sure you have something to hold on that's secure. And another thing is on those stairwells, make sure you have nice, bright lighting at the top and at the bottom of the stairs, because that's one of the biggest things, people toppling over the stairs. And then also the other thing that I thought of too is if you go downstairs, make sure a lot of people are getting the Lifeline emergency buttons, so that heaven forbid if you do fall, you have access to an emergency contact right away.
Well, and also a lot of times elderly adults living in their homes, they're not keeping up on some of the repairs as much because they're not able to. And sometimes even broken stairs can cause a problem.
I'll fix that stair later.
Or loose, or how many times have, I don't know about you, but how many times have you caught your toe on a piece of carpet that's loose in your own house? And, we're not seniors yet, but still it's a hazard for all of us. So why not fix that? And especially for, we're talking to children of these seniors, make sure you're going into their homes and doing that, because any one of us can catch our toe on loose carpeting or a stair.
And any one of us can misjudge how many steps we're taking down to the bottom, and the lights are out and you don't see that last step and you think it's there and it's not there.
And it's not. So these are good tips for all of us.
Let's talk about area rugs. They can be a problem.
Horrible, horrible things, again, for all of us. But make sure if you're going to use an area rug or your bath mat in the bathroom, that they have the non-skid grips on the bottom of them, so that they're staying down, so that corner isn't flipped up just enough
to catch you.
Right.
You can also buy the sticky tabs too, that will basically stick that rug to the floor.
Yes, make sure that stays down. Absolutely.
What about like the shoes that we wear? Some of the things that we can do, we can put on our feet to help.
Don't wear shoes like this.
Especially
bad example. Pretty much anything I wear is a bad idea. Yes. However, the non-skid shoes are fantastic. In fact, a lot of my staff at work, we have some tile floors and different things. Part of our reg, and a lot of people work in restaurants or anywhere, is wearing the non-skid shoes. You get on a linoleum surface and your shoes wet or the floor's wet, and you're going down. So the non-skid shoes, and you can find them at many places now. And another thing before, I don't know if we're running out of time, but I want to make sure, is in the bathroom. The bathroom is a huge hazard. So make sure, install grab bars by the toilet, by the shower, something that you can grab on in the shower, something you can hang on to. And then last, I want to talk about step stools in the kitchen. Make sure you put things on a low level in the kitchen, because
you don't need the
me, I'm 5 feet nothing, so I have a step stool and I climb on the counter. I can't tell you how many times I have turned around and tripped on that step stool in my kitchen, not to mention climbing up on something.
Jodi Thomas, thank you so much. This
Thank
is
you.
Good information.
And Leno's days are numbered as the Tonight Show's host. Find out why turning over the reins to Jimmy Fallon is expected to go much differently than the last time.